Good evening, SLT family. We are popping in this evening. We want to share some updates. But before we get into that, again, we want to say we're keeping everyone lifted up and in prayer during this time for anyone that has lost a loved one, a family member, friend, community member to COVID-19. We want to be very conscious of that. And you have our support. A couple months ago, we launched something called the Day After, which is a trauma-based support group. Go to our website, www.speaklifetour.org, and you can find more information about that. We want to support everyone that may be going through things. Maybe it's not COVID related, but maybe you've experienced some trauma in your life and you need some support. You need someone to pour back into you. You need someone to share and just maybe have a listening ear. And that's what we want to be for you. Please send us an email, info@speaklifetour.org. Check out our website, speaklifetour.org. And if you know someone, maybe you don't need the services, but you may know someone that could benefit, please share with them about our program. We want to send out much love to family and friends locally and internationally that plug into the Speak Life tour, that support us, that support SLT, the talk. Tonight, we're going to be giving some updates of something that's coming up this July. If you've been plugged into our social media pages, you have been seeing ongoing updates. We have about 33 speakers. It's a combination of speakers as well as performing artists here locally in the United States and as well as nationwide and internationally. We're just so excited. We have someone speaking from Australia, New Zealand, London, Nigeria. We have two individuals that's here in the States, one in New York that's representing Guatemala, his home country, and a sister in Washington, D.C. representing Sierra Leone. And she has an orphanage there for young girls. And you're going to learn so much about that. And you'll be able to support what the gentleman is doing for his hometown in Guatemala and how they collect shoes for those that might be in need and they send it. And so July 16th, 17th, and 18th is a time you do not want to miss. It's going to be a time for inspiration, motivation, but also education. We have different individuals. We have an accountant that's speaking to give us tips and tools about taxes. We have individuals for those that want to be an entrepreneur, or maybe you already are an entrepreneur and need some business tips and tools on how to take your business to the next level. We have someone talking about fear. Our speaker from New Zealand, she wrote a book and it talks about how not to live in fear. She's going to be speaking. Go to our website because on our website lists all of our speakers, the time slots, what they're speaking on. Again, it's speaklifetour.org. And when you go to our website, click on Speak Life to the Nations, and that will take you to the breakout of all of our speakers. You can register right now. It's free, but we're trying to get a head count for those that want to participate on Eventbrite. So just type in Speak Life to the Nations and it will pop up and you can RSVP. Spread the word about what's going on. We have individuals that are going to be talking about health and nutrition. We have individuals that's going to be sharing life. And also we're going to be highlighting different for-profit businesses, nonprofit organizations out there that's doing a great work, that's doing awesome work. So you want to plug in July 16th, 17th, and 18th. Listen, this is going to be a powerful 3-day virtual broadcast. And we're going to be streaming from our website, streaming from Facebook, as well as we're going to be streaming from YouTube. And of course, we'll have access on our website where you can see the live coverage there. So there's so many opportunities on where you can plug in. Again, if you want to be a part of this, a part of what we're doing, send us an email, info@speaklifetour.org. I just want to impart some words of inspiration this evening that even though I know our country is in despair and in many nations across far, from where we are that are going through right now, and families that are going through, businesses are going through. This is a time where we have to bind together as a unit, as a team, bind together as a collective unit and help one another to continue to do what? Speak life, but also do something tangible that can help someone make it to the next day, make it to the next week, make it to the next month. And we all are charged with responsibility to help someone else. We're all charged with an opportunity to be change agents. And I think that's a powerful thing, to be a change agent and empowering another individual, empowering another person to bring forth life into their home, to their community, to their businesses. There are a lot of businesses that, feel like, there's nothing lively about their business right now because COVID hit hard. How can you support a small business in your community? Do that. If you know of a small business in your community, support them. And so I wanted to convey some updates on tonight. I tell you, you can go and get all of the information on our website, speaklifetour.org. You do not want to miss what's happening. You do not want to miss what's going on. I tell you, we do have a full lineup already for performers and speakers. So all of that is locked in. We will be having something else coming in October 3rd. We're going to be doing something else. So stay tuned, stay connected to find out what we're doing October 3rd. That's going to be something else you're going to want to connect with. We're going to drop all of that information during our 3-day virtual broadcast in July. So I tell you, before, we transition and start playing some music, and tonight is just, playing some instrumentals, to have us to start to meditate, on where we are, where we're going, and how we can help others. So when the music does start, this is going to be a night of meditation, a night to just be quiet to oneself and see how you can be that change agent in your community. We watch the news and we see all these horrific things going on. And we want to send love out to Minneapolis right now with everything that's going on. There's so much going on right now. How can you be a change agent? And it doesn't have to be that you have to start this big, movement, if you will. Anything is a movement. It could be you helping the elderly person that's next to you. They can't get to the grocery store and you're lending a helping hand. Or you see youth in the community, maybe 2 to 3 that may not have a mentor, and you want to take those 2 to 3 youth under your wings. Well, guess what? That's shifting what's going on in your block, and it will have a ripple effect into the community. It will have a ripple effect in the state that you reside in. So I'm all about the ripple effect. I'm all about how can we pass the torch on? How can we spark a light in someone else, right? How can we spark a light in someone else? How can we continue to move forward? How can we continue to build? How can we continue to come together as a collective unit? It's going to be up to us, guys. It's up to us. We cannot say, it's all these things are going on. There's really nothing I can do. I don't have a lot of resources. I'm not connected with anyone with major titles or major connections. You don't have to be connected with anyone with major titles or connections. You just have to be connected to what you feel your personal mission is in life, and you execute on that. You execute on your personal mission in life. You execute on what you feel you've been called to do. Right? And so we want to speak life tonight. The talk is about giving some updates, but also it's about meditating on what you feel you've been called to do. So we're going to leave this charge to you tonight. As this music gets queued up and play, I want you to write down what you feel your mission is in life. As you listen to the melodies of this track, I want you to think about what you've been called to do. I want you to also then reach out to someone else and pay it forward and say an encouraging word to them on tonight. Tonight is a call to action podcast. We want you, after you listen to the music, after you write down your goals, after you write down what your personal mission is, pick up the phone and call 1 to 2 other people. I want you to speak life to them and give them a word of encouragement. That is what this podcast tonight is all about. It's about the ripple effect. So with that being said, stay tuned as we get ready to transition and cue up some music. Okay, so we hope everybody was able to listen to those soundtracks as you were listening, writing down your mission for your personal life. Next up, don't forget to call someone, speak life to someone, call 1 to 2 persons and share love, speak life, and we're going to see everybody at the top.